They say you the hardest out, man, that's what I'm here for. You put it on for the South, and that's what I'm here for. My entourage need $1 million, homie, man, that's what I'm here for. Tryna walk around with $1 million on me, that's what I'm here for.
What it do, KTTV? This is KT, and welcome to another episode of the Underground Kyngz Podcast. And on today's episode, I have the CEO of True Wisdom, Only Manifests Greatness, and music artist, young Mistro. How you doing today, brother?
Yes, what's going on, King? What's going on, King? How you?
Say, man, look, man, I am glad to have you in the building, taking the time out of the busy schedule. We just got through talking about, like I say, your last moves on the weekend. So thank you for just taking a few minutes, man, for the brand.
Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, now, before we get into things, I always like to do a wellness check, man, because I see you got your mask. So that means I already know how you staying safe out here. But, man, how have you been doing during this pandemic, man?
Man, look, man, this pandemic has been crazy from, it kind of blindsided everybody. So I try to make the best out of my situation. I realized that everybody going to need masks to stay safe. So I threw my logo on some masks, man. All I could do is promote health and awareness. And the best way to do that is the best way I know how, by promoting what I got going on. So we got masks going on. That was created in the pandemic just to make sure everything is going right, copacetic. And also just the line and, just making sure myself is, and my people is active and not out of funds because everything crashed, Make sure we invest in the right stuff, things that's going to bounce back in a few. Make the right move so that this pandemic turns in from a pandemic to a bandemic.
Hey, man, look, man, that's the best way I heard it, man. From the pandemic to the bandemic, baby. I love it, man. So getting into the life of an entrepreneur, the life of an artist, man, give us a little bit of background on you. And how did you even get started with the True Wisdom on the Manifest Greatness brand?
Well, what's crazy is that this is a rebrand, right? So my acronym for years since 2007 has been TWOMG. Back in the day, when I was younger, running around with the boys, the fellas and stuff, we had the label, of course, it was Team Workout Music Group. So that's what the TWOMG stood for. But as we got older, we kind of outgrew the name and outgrew a few things, And what we did, want to rebrand, so create something more universal. And I came across a quote one day, and these words just came across. It just, true wisdom only manifests greatness, and it just fit perfectly. So I did the rebrand, and now I'm rebranding with a clothing line. We have vegan products that we got going on, CMOS and stuff like that. We got production company that we got going on where we shooting all the way out in California. We just making it more than just a record label. Real estate we got. True wisdom, man, is if you knew better, you do better. So if you want to manifest greatness, you got to be wise, man. Truly wise.
And man, I love everything you got going for the brand, man. And so when thinking about that like the music, being an artist and getting into the zone, man, how do you find yourself being creative when it's time to get that music done and then have to step away from like the rest of the businesses? How do you separate those?
Well, that's my favorite part, the creation part. Definitely my favorite part where I get to hear new sounds, new ideas, see what people got going on. Like I love when I can make sometimes I just make melodies and songs out my head first before I get a beat and then fit it to beat. But I mostly picking from a selection of beats, hearing different sounds, different vibes, and whenever if I play a beat, probably the first 4 or 5 seconds of the beat. Once I hear it, if I know it's it, I know it's it. I just put my recorder on and then I just flow, close my eyes and flow, record that. You feel what I'm saying? And if I like how I felt on that song, then I'm like, all right, let's go forward. And sometimes I might write lyrics. Sometimes I might be like, okay, I got a flow, go in the booth and just start line by line in it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely have my handy dandy medication close by. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, if I'm thirsty, I might have, something if I'm parched, you know what I'm saying? A few items, I might have some candy for my eyes around, just a few items to keep me motivated,
That's it, brother. And so then, as you go to these different places for the business, I had a friend on here, Teddy Bird, and he said, well, man, whenever people come to the city, people usually bring them by and they want to come work in the studio. So as you move around for the other businesses, are you catching up with these people in different cities and dropping music or working with them?
So what I've been doing when I do go, due to the fact that just, I guess maybe it's the confidence level that I have in the music. um I feel like there's much more to talk about than that. Like, even in the music business, that's the smallest part of it. The business is the biggest part. So I spend majority, like, I got the music, I recorded it. Now it's like, okay, rubbing shoulders, getting to know people, showing face, making sure that you build good relationships, show love, get love one another. Let's build, let's tap in. You feel what I'm saying? Hit me on the gram. Tap in, tap in, tap in, and that's what it's about right now. Like, the music gonna be there.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to know about, man. Um, in everything you do, it got to be relationships. And so then as you do move around, speaking of somebody who trying to get into it, because as you talk about that confidence piece, how are you getting out there making these relationships with people, man? What would you tell for somebody who want to do that?
Well, just make sure you're in the right place at the right time, man. I could give you a direct place to go stand up, but if the sun not shining in your way that day, man, I don't want you coming back to me like, oh, that's not the spot. That's not, because that's where I stood. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I can tell you. You feel me? But right place, right time. Make sure that you're in the know. Make sure you're in the in crowd. Make sure you're in the loop. Make sure you're invited to places. Make sure that people want you around. And and that's all just by making sure that you're as genuine as possible. You don't have to be a specific type of person as long as you are specifically yourself, respectfully and unapologetically. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess
Man,
that's how I'm moving around.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then when you think about it, man, so like you said, doing the music is one thing, but locking that business down is another. So how do you
Mhm.
learn more about your businesses, and make sure that you don't fail from a lack of knowledge in those areas?
Right. I definitely try to reach out to people that I feel are more knowledgeable, for lack of better words, or have more experience, or have reached further than I've reached, or have acquired something that I would like to obtain, or anybody that fits any of those criteria. I kind of like get around them whenever the time is right, and I ask the right questions. Well, not right, but I ask specific questions that lead to specific information, and then I listen. And then after I listen, I don't just be like, oh, okay, oh, thanks for telling me. I get on my 11 bus, my two legs, you feel me, my one and one, and I get moving. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, went to Atlanta. I got New York tomorrow. I fly to New York tomorrow. Back to Miami on the 25th. You know what I'm saying? So I might shoot out the where you at. You know what I'm saying?
It's working, brother. Hey, and that's what it's about, man. So now that is another big piece of it. So the clothing line, talk to me about that, man. How did that come about? When did you start it? Where you at in the process?
You know what's crazy? I got a song called Art Gallery that had went fake viral. I'm gonna say fake viral because 100,000 views. That's cool. That's something. That's something for sure. You definitely gonna put viral on it, but there's people with millions, and you know what I'm saying. So it went. I got 130K. That's viral. That's viral enough. You know what I'm saying. That kind of got a little bit more momentum where a lot of people were tuning in, and around that time, it's funny because I made another song to go with that song because people like that sound. So a lot of the times, since I don't follow other people's sound. Since I create it, I can create it again and again and again and again. I made another song just like that. The name of that song was called Heart Therapy. Right? You can even hear it in the title. Art Gallery, Heart Therapy. You hear it. You know what I'm saying? So I made Heart Therapy, and then it had the same response, and not like I didn't put it out, but like when the people were watching, I released a little see how people was liking it, and they really liked it. So then the heart I bought a hat based on Heart Therapy, and people thought it was my hat. It was just a hat with a broken heart on it, and it was just a cool hat, and people was like, "Yo, that's a cool hat. Where'd you buy it?" So I'm just like, I just telling people where I bought it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a dope hat. And then when I thought about it, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should get something to go with that specific sound, that specific song. And then as I went along, I ended up creating that song into a whole album. The song became a whole album. Now the album is called Heart Therapy. So then it's like, okay, I'm definitely gonna use something to portray heart therapy. So I created this character, which is Ed Hardy. Like, so if you look at him straight up, it looks like a broken heart, right? But when you turn him to the side and you see his eye, he's like a Pac-Man kind of figure. And the broken mouth is that's like his mouth. You know what I'm saying? And he basically survives by eating smaller hearts. You know what broken hearts do.
Come on,
you know
man.
what broken hearts do.
Hey,
The
man.
smaller heart. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he has a dark mouth.
Yes,
and he's basically a character named Ed Hardy, and so you're gonna see him all over. So that's how you know it's the Heart Therapy collection. So every album that I do, I have the new collection.
Come on, man.
A new line.
Get to the bag, baby. I love it, man. Hey, so now, like you say, besides that, we got the clothing brand. And how long you been running it? How long you had that one out since the Heart Therapy?
Oh, this is all 2020. This has got to be June.
Okay.
This is just me scraping and scrambling out of this pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Finding a way to not go under. You know what I'm saying? And finding a way to be lucrative and to market myself and brand myself, man.
Yeah, and so I seen you say you got that sea moss. I know that thing that went off. A bunch of people taking that, man. Have you seen any health benefits? Do you take it every day?
Yeah, man. So I don't get a chance. I don't have the luxury to consume it every day. But the people that do get to consume it every day, man, they have testimonials that are unbelievable, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's just testimonials that are unbelievable. And if you knew better, you do better. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that's that. Everybody make sure that you're healthy, and that's what's gonna make you wealthy. If you knew better, you do better.
Man, I want to say thank you for taking some time out, man, of the busy schedule to come in and drop some knowledge on us. And just let us know everything you got working. I'm looking forward to following the story and seeing what's happening in the future, man. So now, set us up as we get ready to go to this, the clip that you got, man, from the 130,000 views, the art gallery, man. Set us up for it.
Okay. Well, look, man. What we have here, man, is Art Gallery by your boy Young Mistro. It's on all streaming platforms right now. The clean version, dirty version coming with the video. I just shot 3 videos. It's about to go down this summer 2021. Heart Therapy dropping, the clothing line, the album. Just look out, truewisdomonly.com, man. Go get your merch, man. Shop up, man. Don't op up, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, it is. This is KT for KTTV. Signing out. 100.
She's Louis, she might be right. I got blue cheese, celery, where it better be, young celebrity. Fuck you telling me, paint fell on me. Art gallery, more piece, walks a mile melody.